right? I didn't expect to do this either, but I said I wanted to continue practicing getting ready for the upflip video. And I said the best way to do that is to get on live, talk to you amazing folks every single morning, catch you off surprise, see if you're actually on. If you are online and if you are on YouTube, thanks for taking the time to hang out. We've got some cool stuff we're going to be going over today. If you haven't already done so, please hit like, please hit subscribe, so that little bell will ding and alert you to every time we're presenting and we're broadcasting something brand new. Hey, aloha, my friend. Hola, my friend. I'm going to start a new routine. Please message me with whoever the first person it is that signed up and that checked up. Please message me because I will be sending you some TWG merch. That's surprise number one. I'll be catching you guys off guard, but the first person who tunes into my lives, no matter where you are, all shipping and handling on TWG, we are going to be sending you some complimentary TWG merch. So you got a coffee cup coming, my friend. I hope you like it. Well, coffee, tea, whatever you may like. Top of the morning, everybody. Welcome to the beautiful Sonoran, Arizona desert. It is gorgeous out here. And I'm not just going to be up here, talking to you amazing folks. What I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be going through our entire morning routine. And it's fun. I'm actually doing it a little bit later than I would normally be doing it today because I wanted you guys to be able to see it. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Hey, how you doing? I am Marky Mark. What's up, fam? What's going on? Peace, fam. Hey, Dwayne, what's going on, man? Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in, y'all. This is your boy, Chuck Collins. Thank you for tuning into Together We Grow Sustainable Aquaponics, Hydroponics, and Traditional Gardens. I mean, it's kind of weird when you say solar-powered traditional gardens because it's a garden, my guy. They're kind of like all solar-powered. That's kind of how traditional gardens work, just a little bit. Well, I think. So, guys, thanks for hanging out. We're just going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys don't mind, I'm actually going to give you a good camera angle, just like this, of the gardens. I'm going to stop the scan. And the first thing we usually do in the mornings is let me stop this. The first thing we usually do in the mornings is we check the bird baths because we always want to make sure that the birds and any of the other desert creatures have fresh water. And then we also fill the feeders. So what I'm going to do right now, if you guys don't mind, I'm actually going to get some bird seed. And the first feeder that I'm going to fill is this one right here. And this feeder right here is basically normal, just run-of-the-mill bird seed, all around birds. But we try to attract songbirds. In this feeder right here, excuse me, Mr. Bean, in this feeder right here, we have Niger seeds, which is a different type of seed, which attracts sort of a different kind of bird, smaller birds, golden finches, lesser goldfinches, birds of that nature. So guys, just enjoy the view of the yard. I'll be right back. Let me go get some birdseed. Also, if you have any questions at all, please hit me up. Would the screen go wide if you turn the phone? Here's the thing. On YouTube, you can't turn the screen sideways when you're doing a live video. You have to do it in upright position. So I'm glad you asked me that question. I know it kind of stinks, right? So that's why when I do my normal YouTube videos, I always have the camera going like this so you can get the wide shot. But on a YouTube live video, yeah, it's got to be set up like this. So I apologize about that, guys, but I really can't apologize on behalf of YouTube. What I can say is if you guys have been watching our recent videos, I've been kind of working with it. So it's just getting better day by day. I'll be right back. Let me go get some birdseed. You know, and I think that's also cool. I really love this lapel. I'm getting more comfortable with it. I'm getting used to it. I know you can hear the birdseed packet. I've also learned that you don't have to have the volume all the way up when you're using a lavalier or a lapel mic. You don't. I knew all of this stuff before, and I somehow forgot it because in my mid-50s, I'm starting to pick and choose about what I want to remember. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get that back on again. Oh, it looks like there we go. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. You guys still there? All right, cool. There we go. Let me get this back on travel. There we go. So I got the regular bird seed. What I'm going to do, all good, my fam. What I'm going to do is, I'll even bring you, come on, walk with me. You don't have to be so far away. That's messed up, right? Come with me. Welcome to my magic garden, hanging out with Chuck and all of the loud birds. So this is the first feeder that we're going to do. When it comes to bird feeders, you could go with expensive if you wanted to. We wanted to go with affordable and long-lasting and durable. We've had this one for 3 years, almost 4 years now. One thing that I would recommend when you do get a bird feeder, get one. There you go. Get one that has a fitting top on it. Oh, pardon me, guys. My gimbal wants to be acting strange right now. Sorry about that. Bring it over to here. Give me 1 sec, guys. Please don't doubt on me. Don't leave on me. Let's see. We're going through a little gimbal interference. We are going to figure it out, though. Let's see. There we go. Woo. Yeah, it was killing me for a minute there. All right. Oh, man, so I got a few of you here. This is awesome. Let's see. Let's get this turned around like this. All right. And let's get this on the correct one because I want it to follow. There we go. So when it comes to our feeders, we want to keep it simple, but we want to keep it secure. So we did go with a little plastic ditty right here. We've had this for a few years. We haven't had problems with it. This is really good for all-around bird seed. So not really good for Niger seed, which is a much smaller seed and meant for songbirds. Pigeons can't really land on a Niger feeder. Well, that's a lie. Seen it happen before. So give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 moment. There we go. Pardon me. And I love being able to talk to you guys when I go into another room. I actually had to just go and grab a smaller stand because I'm going to figure out what's going on with my pod. And all of this is in real time, guys. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for your patience, the whole 9 yards. Man, I really appreciate y'all. It is a stunning day in the desert. And like no exaggeration, actually gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous day in the Sonoran Desert. So there we go. There's a nice little good view of our feeder. Like I said, we're going to go with our basic plastic one. A trick to feeding birds I learned. If you want to keep them coming back, don't fill the feeder all the way up every single time. There's no reason to do that at all. Make sure my volume's on. Okay, stop with this. Make sure you do your research. Did you know that when you actually go live on YouTube, YouTube tells you to turn your screen? So yeah, try it. I always told folks, rudeness repels kindness. And rudeness gets you nowhere in life, especially with me. Rudeness will get you cut off quickly because there's enough misery in the world without us having to deal with anyone being rude. That's a little lesson that I learned from my grandmother. We can share happiness all over the place. We can share happiness all over the place. Happiness is absolutely free. Rudeness is contingent upon you being in a bad mood and you wanting other people to be in a bad mood with you. Now, that's just pure sad to me. Let's see. We are balanced. We are set. Oh, guys, hey, you get to see me do something in real time. This is the gimbal that I actually use for all of the videos. And I want to make sure that's got to be unlocked. There are 3 places where it's got to be unlocked. That's got to be unlocked. And that's got to be unlocked. So in real time again, and thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let's give this a little set. There we go. So here we go, guys. Let's get back to the video. Let's get our screen on moving. Let's get the gimbal turning. There we go. Let's get the gimbal turning this way. There we go. Let's see. Let's get our gimbal turning back around this way. I know, guys, redundant, right? But it is all in good exercise and patience. Here we go. Now, the first thing we're going to do, we got our little bird feeder started. We want to transplant this tomato. That's the first thing we want to do. And in order for us to do that, we have to find a proper home for it. Where does this guy want to live? I mean, ask yourself, where should he live? I would like to put him here. I'd like to put him there. But the problem is we have existing plants there already. That's the issue. So what do we do with these existing plants? They're settled. They're established. What do? We could move them, but why would we move them? They're still seeding. They're still putting out. They're still on. Oh, look at part of me. Let me see if I can get him. This guy over here. There's a beautiful hummingbird behind me just doing his thing. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing, guys. So I'm thinking, darn it. Let me bring you over here. I can't even put it over here, and here's why. Here's what's messed up. I can't even put it right here, where I want to plant it, because I already have a tomato plant here. And I'm already pushing it because I have a tomato plant in this far left corner, and I have one in the middle of the grow bed here. And I don't want to put one in the far right, because what you're going to end up having is these 3 collapsing each other when it comes to a canopy, because each one of these tomato plants is going to get about this high, if not higher. Actually, tomatoes are vines, they're not actually bushes. So they're going to bush out really, really big. So that's what I kind of want to be careful of. Guys, I swear to God, you know what? There's this hummingbird. It's right underneath it's right next to the camera right now. Now it's at the grow bed right behind you. Let me see if I can get him to come over here. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, I'm going to call him. Oh my God. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Let me see. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You see, can we get him in the screen? He's right outside of the screen. He's right. Oh my gosh, tell me you guys can see him. This is so hilarious. And I swear to you guys, at any given time in our gardens, you will see, and don't be surprised, you will see finches, you will see hawks. Let me see if I can sneak him in. You should be able to see him behind me. You will see finches, you will see hawks. You might see the red-tailed falcon. What is it? Red-tailed hawk? I forgot what it is. But there's all types of crazy wild animals going on. And I swear to you guys, pardon me, I can't stop laughing. He's like right here. He's like right. They're not afraid. Side note, when it comes to he's right here. He's right here. And guys, I am going to look into the widescreen thing. I've been going, because you guys know I am new at this, but I've been going by what YouTube tells me. And when you set up to go to YouTube Live, it actually tells you to orient your screen. I always thought that was weird too, because when you go on Facebook, here's something you guys might be able to help me with, because I know you guys got a lot more experience than me. So please help me out with this. On YouTube Live, all right, I'm able to go live with you great folks, like we're doing right now, and it doesn't cut off. My Wi-Fi feed doesn't cut off. I have super fast Wi-Fi at the house. That's not the issue. So I'm an old guy, so please help me out. Also on Facebook, when you try to go live on Facebook in widescreen, which just makes more sense to me, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys ready for this one? Hold on. Watch this. Hawk. See it fly off just now? That was the Cooper's hawk. I was not kidding. That was the Cooper's hawk. I was not kidding. Another thing that you'll notice that I've noticed in the backyard, usually for some reason, if you see a hummingbird up close, if a hummingbird pays me an up close visit, guess what? There's a hawk. All I have to do is look for it. And I told you guys, I was talking to you just now, I said, hey, at any given time, you might see goldfinches, lesser goldfinches, hummingbirds, different types of hummingbirds, 5 or 6, 7 different strains of different types of hummingbirds, but the Cooper's hawk family. So let me just show you guys again, just to remind you, that big old tree behind me, above my head, that big old tree back there, that's where the Cooper's hawks live. And that is so darn dope, man, because it's a direct line from their house, from their nest, all the way coming over to my yard, right into the yard right there. So they have my feeders, and then it's a series of feeders that go through all of our neighbors' yards, going all the way down. So the Cooper's hawks actually use our yards as a training ground for their little babies, which it's breeding season right now. So we should be getting a lot of Cooper's hawk activity in the yard. Oh, but back to my question. When it comes to Facebook going live, it cuts off constantly cuts off. In the middle of something good too, it constantly cuts off. And guys, I don't know why. So if one of you guys can help me with that, I'd appreciate it. I truly would appreciate it. So we have to figure out, where did he just go? Where did he just go? Yeah, I have a tomato plant and I literally just walked off and lost a tomato plant. You guys see, this is the life I live. There's a tomato plant just drifting somewhere around this yard. Come on, guys, let's figure out what, oh, there we go. What up? Let's figure out what we did with it. I literally don't remember. Yeah, we'll come across it. Oh, there it is. It was camouflage sitting right in front of me. So guys, we do have an issue, but I think I have a solution. Come check this out. Let's see what our solution is. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to do a cross-system transplant, which means, take a look at this tomato plant. That's traditionally started, right? That's the traditionally started, and that's in soil. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come over here. There we go. And we're going to take that plant that's in soil. You see, I actually, because this was sitting in the pond. I told you we used the pond to take care of the plants. And although I'm not going to do this perfect, I'm not going to do this the way that I would normally do it. Watch this, guys. Crap. Matter of fact, I kind of want to do it over this because I don't want to waste this soil. So, yep, here we go. I'm going to knock off as much of this soil as possible. Oh, yeah, this is going to be easier than I thought. You guys with me? So the question is, and I've been asked this before, can you transplant from one gardening system to the other, from aquaponics to hydroponics to traditional gardening? Is yes, you can. You see this? Here's our little tomato plant that we all just saw that was covered in dirt. So we're going to knock this off. There we go. Now I could give these roots a nice little rinse. I could do that. I should do that. Should I do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Although, technically, guys, I don't want it because I don't want to be all cheesy with it and be like, you don't have to rinse it. You could just put it into the system like that. I want you guys to actually see how to do it. So let's stop that for a second. Pardon me. Let's stop that for a second. I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy the view of the yard. While I'm going to the sink, because I'm not going to use the garden hose to actually rinse this off, what I would normally do, guys, and which is what I would recommend, I would have a bucket of water. That's simple, that quick. I would have a bucket of water usually sitting outside with me whenever it is that I'm gardening at the stations, so that when I do transplants just like this, it's a lot easier. Oh, there we go. Hey guys, guess who's back? There we go. So let's take this And I'm thinking, let me see something. Let's see. So let's take this. You see our roots, nice and clean. Check that. Christine, you rock, honey. Cut it out. And you know what? Because I know you are trying to be helpful. I know you are, and I freaking love you and I appreciate you. Please inbox me. Inbox me your I said inbox. Is it inbox? Message me your address, message me your email. It's because of people like you, Christine, that make it so that I can do stuff like this. Message me your email in your inbox because I got a cool, pardon me, I got a cool TWG cup for you. I hope you got your arms out. Are your arms out, sis? That's me. That's from me to you. And thank you because you are rock. You do. I said you are rock. What the hell? I mean, what the heck? Sorry about that, guys. Thank you because you do rock. So, oh crap, I just did that without showing you guys. I didn't mean to. Here's what I meant to show you guys. Sorry about that. When you're transplanting a tomato plant, you want to set it as deep as possible. So on this one, it had 2 leaves that were coming out from here. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys, that I didn't get to show you that. But you had 2 leaves coming out like this. You pluck those, and you want to get this as deep into that system as possible. So rock with me. Let's see. We're going to go for right here. Right here. And it's just as simple as move some lava rocks out the way. And I want to center line this and get it right there. Bam. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's how easy it is to transplant a plant when it comes to hydroponics. Same thing with aquaponics. Same thing with moving any plant from traditional gardening. We've done it where we've moved plants from traditional gardening to hydroponics to aquaponics and reversed it and switched it. We did all of these tests and all of these studies so that you folks wouldn't have to go through the headache. Now, the next thing we're going to do, I want to show you guys this because some of you may think, oh, Christine, good question. Why do I get rid of the soil on the roots? Very good question. Because, let me flip this camera around so you can see. In this system, there's no soil. It's a hydroponic system. So we want to remove as many outside influences or outside additives as possible. So absolutely no soil. If you look at, take a look. I want to show you this. This is so cool. This is the tomato plant that I actually transplanted. While I'm down here, and this is what it's actually sitting in. Check out this, Christine. How dope is this? Lava rock, no soil. It's sitting in lava rock. In a future video, because lava rock, sometimes, you know, it may be expensive depending on where you're trying to get it from. Sometimes it may not be available. In a future video, I'm going to show you guys how to pick up stones, typical stones, like you see on my ground in my backyard, how you can find typical stones and how using either baking soda in some instances or vinegar in other instances, how you can treat those stones, make them so that they're pH neutral and you'll be able to grow sustainably without having that overhead cost of having to buy lava rocks. With the prices of supply chains going up all over the place, we're trying to make this as affordable as possible for everyone to do. So here's the tomato plant that we just transplanted. And this one was started traditionally. This one is a little bit older, but it came from the same place. Shout out to my peoples at Tucson Village Farms. Tucson Village Farms, the big farms located off the corner of Roger and Stone in Tucson, Arizona. I absolutely love it. This is it. This is life, guys. Christine, you gave me the energy right now. I'm telling you, man, shoot, you might get a cup and a t-shirt. I don't know, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. So this one was actually started a while ago. So if you notice, in this one right here, this wasn't even started traditionally from soil. This was started from a sucker. You guys know, like on tomato plants, how they have the arms right here and the little tomato plants that grow out of the sleeves, they call them suckers. They have another nickname for them. But what those are actually fully formed tomato plants. And you can pluck those suckers right off the corner. And in our sustainable gardening systems, you can just drop them right there in the corner. The roots, the stems will start putting out roots. They'll come all the way up, and you can literally never run out of tomatoes in a sustainable gardening system. When I say never run out of tomatoes, guys, please go through my past videos. I've literally grown tomatoes for 2 years straight using the same systems and using the same plants, just pulling suckers from out of those corners in the arms. The whole point is there's no reason for you to go hungry if you don't have to, right, guys? That's the whole point of sustainable gardening. So without us even expecting that we were going to do that, we did a cross-system transplant. So you guys can, pardon me, let me turn my camera back around. We did a cross-system transplant. So if you ever in a discussion, my fellow gardeners, if you're ever in a discussion and someone's like, hey, you can't take something from one system and put it into another system, pardon me, you can be like, yes, you can. Pardon me, is it click on? Click on. There you go. Christina's also sauce. Ooh, that thing just acted up on me, did it not? Let's see. All right. So, like I was saying, if anyone ever asks you, can you do a cross-system transplant? It's going from aquaponics to hydroponics to traditional gardening. Yes, you can. And you can do it back and forth. You can do it any way around. Guys, it is. It is. Like, it is that easy. It is that simple. It is possible. You can do it. Let me see. Am I gimbal working? Give me 1 second again, guys. Pardon me. Let me turn this off. Gimbal off and turn it back on again. Sorry about that. So what do you amazing folks have going on for the weekend? What do you have going on regarding gardening? I know we all have our little projects. Depending on where you are in the country, now's the time to absolutely get started with your spring and your summer veggies. I'm often asked a lot, what zone am I in? I am located in zone 9B. We are in Tucson in the southwestern United States, Tucson, Arizona in the southwestern United States desert. We are, this upcoming Monday, we are going to go into our first official heat wave of the season. Oh, don't mind us, guys. This is my gardening partner right here. This is Newton. Newton, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Bubba? You want to say hi? Food for thought, guys. That always tells me I'm doing good in my gardens and I'm doing good in life when my dogs literally treat our property like it's their own getaway oasis, their own weekend sauna, whatever you want to call it, their weekend spa. This dude's out here sunbathing. And I don't know, man, I might just grab me one of those chairs and join him. But like I was saying, this Monday, we're going into our first official heat wave of the season. By Wednesday, we should be reaching temperatures between 95 and closing in on upwards to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So we want to get these vegetables started. This comes into play when I was telling you guys before, pardon me, when I was telling you guys before about the canopy gardening and how I said we want to keep it so that the main part of the sun, especially as the sun starts getting higher, we want to keep it so that we only have to shade part of our raised bed gardens behind me. Primarily, that's where we're going to be focusing our growing. We're not going to be focusing on the west wall. We're going to be focusing on the west side of the yard. We're going to be focusing on the east side. Somewhat similar to the same thing with the hydroponic raised bed system. Because it has a larger reservoir, we will be using this during the summer. But on smaller systems, like the Brooklyn Bridge system, and even behind me, the Living Wall system, chances are I'm going to close those down for the summer. Now, I've been often asked, can you actually use those systems outside during the summer? Yes, you can, and yes, you can with great success. Please go through our videos. Those things were gangbusters all summer. The idea is with sustainable gardening and Together We Grow system, we want to make it easier for you. So yeah, in the winter, these things soak up, they drink a lot less water because it's not as hot outside. So maybe every 2 or 3 days, I have to fill up the 5-gallon reservoir for the Brooklyn Bridge system. In the summer, you're filling that up every single day. And sometimes you're not going to be home. Sometimes you may miss a day. Here's one thing I got to tell you guys about these sustainable systems, especially the ones we design. There's very little leeway for failure. And I mean that. I mean it. So I'm telling you from my experience, there have been times where I've forgotten, hear me out, guys. I've forgotten to water to fill the reservoir on a Brooklyn Bridge system. And the next day I'll come out there and the plants just Look like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. It's just awful. But here's also the beauty to our sustainable Together We Grow systems. Once you water it, you can literally get a chair, sit there and watch your plants rebound within a half an hour. It's like magic. Those leaves, even the giant ones, you give them that water and they'll wake right back up. But I don't want you guys to go through that stress. It is so stressful, and I don't want you guys to go through that mess. Seriously, I go through these tests and I go through these projects and I do these experiments because I want you guys to avoid the headache. Christine, please don't forget to get me that information. Same thing with the first person who logged in. Please don't forget to get me that information. For you guys that are here right now, if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe, hit like so that alert button goes off. We're going to be going live more and more often because I really have to get this practice in. Christine, you are a dial for the first person that logged in. Please give me your address, give me your information so I can get you that Together We Grow cup. Guys, I'll see you this afternoon, probably. If you have any questions, please save them for me. Please email, text me. Any advice, I like it, I take it. Until then, plant that first seed and Together We Grow. Peace and blessings, my friends. Hope you had a good morning.